everyone. Merry Christmas, and welcome back to another Talking Ball podcast. If you watched yesterday's one, it was very, very quiet. I'm gonna see if this one is louder and change it. If it is way too quiet. But I think I know what I'm doing now. It's my first one, so it's kind of trial and error. But I just like to say Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope everyone has been having a good Christmas. It is my king's birthday today. Um, so, comment down below what you got for Christmas. If I can turn comments on. I forgot I had them off, which sucked. But first and foremost, Merry Christmas. Topic number one, we're gonna talk about the NFL Christmas games, and we're gonna also talk about the NBA Christmas games. So, first and foremost, I cannot. I am 14 years old. I cannot do sports betting. But for those sports bettors out there, I will be like doing my bets if I was able to bet, but I can't because I'm a kid, obviously. So I'm not betting before y'all report me. So this is the NFL Christmas games best bets and previews of the games. First game at 12 o'clock Central Time. It might be happening as this video is getting uploaded on Christmas Day. Um, it's the Chiefs at the Steelers, and the Chiefs are favored by 2.5. What I'm picking here, I'm picking the Steelers, and it's at the Steelers. I'm picking the Steelers plus 2.5. I think the Steelers can take the Chiefs and beat them. Here are my reasonings. I think the Chiefs are already locked in a spot, and the Steelers are fighting for home field advantage in the playoffs. They're fighting for that. So it's a big, big game. And so I think the Steelers are coming to play. I think the Steelers are going to come and play at their own crowd. The crowd's going to be loud. Mahomes, I think, is going to do good, but it's going to be a great game. I'm going to watch it. But I think the Steelers will take the Chiefs here on the plus 2.5. My player bet, I have Russell Wilson under 225.5 passing yards. I say this because the past 3 games, Russell Wilson has not hit this. He has not hit this. And then he's going up against the best pass defense, the Chiefs, in the past 3 games, only allowing 186 yards in the past 3 games. Oops. That was my helmet that just fell. Sorry about that. And so that's why I picked that. The Chiefs' pass defense has been amazing the past 3 games. So that's why I picked that. And so our next game, 3:30 Central Time. All these games that I list are Central Time, by the way. So 3:30 Central Time. We got back-to-back games here, right after the next game. We got Ravens at the Texans. This is indoors. Steelers is outdoors, by the way. Forgot to say that, so just keep that in mind. This is indoors at NRG Stadium in the Texans. The Ravens are favored by 5.5. I'm also going to take the Ravens, 5.5. I think they're going to beat the Texans by 5.5 more, by like 6 or more points. Same reason for the Steelers. They're fighting for that AFC North bid. They're fighting for that home field matchup. So I think they're going to be playing good. Texans aren't really fighting for that. And I just don't think Texans are really too, I don't think the Texans are too, what's the word, consistent. And the Ravens are just such a powerhouse team. I don't care, it's at home. It's not really a good fan base either. Give me the Ravens 6 or more. For my player bet for this, I'm going to take Derrick Henry. 89.5 rushing yards on the over. I think he's going to get 90 or more, and here's my reasoning. It's Derrick Henry, number one. Top 2 running back in the league. Him or Saquon's the best. And the Texans allow 106 rushing yards a game. Plus, I think this Ravens team is going to show up. So, NFL games, I hope y'all are watching. I'm going to be watching for sure. But there's also some NBA games. We'll get to that in a little bit. But this is a 2-leg, for the players, this is a 2-leg bet, which is a 3.2x multiplier. I'm not a sports bettor. I do not bet. For those sports bettors who are out there watching, this is for you. And It is a 3.2x multiplier, harder one, but I have confidence in this. So that is my NFL Christmas games. I will probably get more into it at the end of the video, but I think Steelers can beat the Chiefs, and I think the Ravens can beat the Texans. This is going to be fun to watch, ladies and gentlemen. Number 2, this is our topic number 2. This one's a longer one. The NBA Christmas games. Like I stated yesterday, if you were watching my podcast yesterday, I said that the Timberwolves play today, and I don't like watching the Timberwolves. This is going to be rough to watch, even though I'm going to watch them. Our first game, 11 a.m. It might already be happening as you're watching this podcast, as it gets uploaded. Spurs at MSG, Madison Square Garden at the Knicks. Knicks are favored. ESPN's listening to them at -8.5. So I'm taking the Knicks they're going to beat the Spurs 9 or more. Here's my reasoning. I think that the New York Knicks is a very, very hot team. They are a very good team. Cat has been stellar. And at MSG on Christmas Day, I feel like their fans are going to show up and they will cook. My player bet, I got Karl Anthony Towns, the former Wolf. I was going to say, hopefully you could be on our team again. I don't know why I almost said rest in peace. Please. Oh, boy. I think he's going to get one first over. I'm going to take the over on the first quarter assist. I think Cat will be pressured to pass the ball when Wemby is guarding him, which is going to make it tough for him to score. Plus, he's hit this his past 4 games, and I think Wemby's going to pressure him to pass the ball. So I think Cat will get a first quarter assist. Definitely, for sure. But 11 a.m. Central Time, all these games are Central Time. I think the Knicks are just too hot of a team. I don't think this one's going to be close. I think Wemby's going to have a bad game. Cat's going to play good defense. I hope he does. But that's my bet. Not my bet, but that's what I would pick if I did bet. Next game, oh boy. 1:30 p.m. Central Time. Wolves at Mavericks. This should be a -20, but it's -5.5 for Dallas. I'm easily taking that. I think Dallas is going to beat them by 6 or more. I think they're going to beat them by 15 or more. Here's my reasoning. The Wolves suck, and that's it. They just are horrible. I stated it yesterday many a times. I'm probably going to say it almost the whole season. They're horrible. I don't think they're going to win. Plus, the Mavericks against the Wolves are unfortunately good. If you remember last year in the Western Conference Finals. Here's my player bet. I will take Luka over 15.5 points plus assists. This is Luka's first game in about a week and a half, like 9 days. So he's also really good discipline against the Wolves, which means he doesn't take much shots against us, and if he does, he will make them. And I think he's going to get a lot of points and rebounds. He's hit this his past 4 games. I think he got this in the bag against the Wolves. He always does good against. So that's my bet. But that's our game number 2 out of 5. So game number 3, we have the 76ers at Celtics. I don't get this. Boston's only favored by 8.5. So I'm taking Boston to win by 9 or more here. 76ers, they're horrible. I watched them against the Spurs the other night. They're horrible. And Boston's one of the best. It's easy to say this. And I think Boston's going to take care of them by 20. I think so. And I might be wrong. Who knows? This is at 4 p.m. I forgot to say that. They're one of the worst. And Boston's defense and offense will kill them. They will kill them. I don't care if Paul George, Maxey, and Embiid are playing. I don't care. They did horrible against the Spurs. So they're going to do horrible against this team. My player bet is Paul George above 1.5 turnovers. He's going to get 2 or more turnovers, in my opinion. The Celtics defense is going to pressure him. Plus, he's hit this his past 4 games. This is an easy leg, guys. Take this leg. Older guys, take this leg if you do. Please, this is an easy one. Paul George is horrible. But that's my player bets through 3. This is number 4, 7 p.m. Central Time. This is after the NFL game, so you guys should be watching this. Lakers at Warriors. The Warriors are favored by 4.5, but I am gonna take the Lakers. At This is at the Warriors. I'm gonna take the Lakers by. I think the Lakers are gonna beat the Warriors. I think so. LeBron, statistically on Christmas Day, y'all know it. He's amazing. He's a great player, as much as I hate to say it, on Christmas Day. And the Warriors also have been horrible recently. Unless you live under a rock, they're horrible recently. Like, I barely watch the NBA, but the Warriors are horrible today, and I think Lakers will take care of them, even though the Lakers aren't good. And Bronny James is playing. He got pulled up today, so good for him. Give a clap for him. So my player bet, Bronny James. Under. Under. Don't get this mixed up. I'm picking under. Bronny James, no. Under 1.5 points. He's not gonna get 2 points. He's not gonna get a point. If he gets a point, I'll sell my left kidney. He's horrible. The only reason he got pulled up, the only reason he's in the league is because his last name is James. I saw this thing. Bronny was he was in college averaging 6 points at USC, who only got 12 wins. He had a teammate that got like 14 points a game, and he was also a freshman. He didn't make it to the NBA, and I'm sure that guy is pissed. And I feel bad. Like, Bronny James, the only reason he's in the NBA is because of his last name. The most overrated player of all time is Bronny James. That is my take. He's the most overrated player of all time. He's horrible. I don't get why this is a bet. I don't get it. I saw it and I was like, what? Like, it's horrible. Game number 5. 9:30 p.m. Central Time. Nuggets at Suns. Nuggets at the Suns. Nuggets are 16-1. Suns are 14-14. I will not be watching. I might be sleeping. I don't know. I might watch a little bit of it. But the Denver is favored by 2.5. I'm gonna take that any day. The Suns. This was a tough one. The Suns. As a Timberwolves fan, I've seen them a little bit this year, and especially last year in the first round when I saw them. They're so like inconsistent and sloppy. Like, they can't play defense. They're just not a good chemic team. Like, they're not just chemically together. And I feel like that's not the reason they're gonna. I mean, I'm not saying chemically wise is the reason they're gonna lose. I think it's because they're just sloppy. They don't. They're lazy. I feel like, and this Nuggets team has been hot recently. So I'm gonna take the over on Denver's gonna beat them by 3 or more. That's a tough one though. My player bet about the Suns defense. I'm taking Jokic, the Joker, on 50.5 points, plus rebounds, plus assists. You get that confused. That means, say he gets 34 points, and then he gets 7 assists, which 34 plus 7, 41. And then say he gets another 14 rebounds. Say he gets that. 41 plus 14 is 55. So basically, it's points, his total points, plus his total assists, plus his total rebounds. That is it. Okay, some people get that confused, that he has to, oh my god, he has to get 51. No, he doesn't. He just has to get combined 51 points, plus assists, plus rebounds. That's all he has to do. And I think he's going to do that against this horrible Suns defense and this horrible Yusuf Nurkic defense. That is my picks. And I have one thing to say about the NBA. I was talking about this just now with my dad at about 9 o'clock in the morning. I was, like, Adam Silver, this viewership for the NBA is so down. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, it is. It really is. It's going down recently. They tried the NBA Cup. That's not working. If any of you were watching the Spurs 76ers on, was Monday, the 23rd, on NBA TV, Embiid bumped into that girl ref. He was so pissed. And you have kids watching. This is my opinion. You have kids watching. And you're a star player like that. Not this year. You're a star player like that. You have to be disciplined, and you You're a role model for these kids. Like, same thing with John Moran. When he flashed that gun, kids saw that. And they look up to him. That's horrible. And Embiid, when they see this guy bumping into a girl, yelling at a girl, giving her a death stare, it's horrible. And also, Andre Drummond, you saw him, he got ejected, came back into the game. He got ejected because Wemby flopped 2 times. That's also one of the reasons why viewership is down. No one cares to see someone flopping. Back then, did they flop? Nope. Viewership was up back then. LeBron flops. Booker flops. Chris Paul, Wemby, all these guys. Giannis now. I mean, it's bad, and it sucks to watch it. These big guys just flopping, and he came back into the game, and it just shows like the NBA, like, oh, maybe your players are kind of a bunch of wusses, and they are. And I hate to say it, but it's not fun to watch, and that's the reason viewership is down. And Adam Silver doesn't really care about it. I mean, he does, but like, it's like he doesn't acknowledge it much. Roger Goodell, if he sees this stuff, I don't really care for Roger Goodell either. But if he sees this stuff, then he will do something about it. Like, he will do something about it. And that's why NFL viewership is up. NBA is down, and it's going down, and it's not good for Silver. Ever since that other guy before Silver, what's his name? I'm having a brain fart. 1 sec. How? It's no, what? It's like Stern or something. I think is his last name. But anyways, he noticed stuff. He did stuff. And then when he retired or whatever, Adam Silver came in. It's just been nothing. Nothing for Adam Silver. And that's my take on the NBA. The flops, I'm done with it. And it's not that fun to watch. I still will watch the games today. Oops. Because there is still sports. But, I mean, that's my take on it. And I don't really think so. So comment down below, guys. That's it. That will wrap up this podcast. Comment down below what you guys think. What do you guys think of my takes here? Also, comment down what you got for Christmas. I'm going to the Gophers basketball game on Sunday, December 29th against Morgan State. 3 rows up from the court. It's gonna be fun to watch. And then we're also going to a Twins game sometime this summer, so that's fun. I want some other stuff too. By the way, if any of you noticed some of these decorations, look at this Twins thing right here. I got hung that up right here. I'm still wondering if the sound will be right, but I'm trying to fix that. Got this sign ball right here. I have this soundboard right here. I think I could play like a little laugh here. I'm gonna play a laugh right now. I can't hear it right now, but maybe you guys can. Now I'm gonna play a clap. So that's kind of cool. So basically that is it. Also, if you can see behind me, I have some stuff hanging up back here. Vikings poster, Twins poster, and I will get the LED lights in here soon. But I think that will wrap it up for today, guys. See you guys tomorrow for another episode. We'll be probably previewing the Thursday night football game and recapping some of these games tomorrow. So, and recapping Christmas and talking about what you got. Just a little chat. So, that wraps up episode 2 of season 1. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you guys. Have a great Christmas.